Hi you guys, this is Nicole from Spiritual Thoughts, and today I'm here to guide you through a quick yoga flow designed to help you prep yourself for headstand. So get yourself in an easy, comfortable, seated posture, and then start to take a few deep breaths. Bring your hands above your head. Capture your left wrist and then bend over towards your left. Take an inhale as you come all the way back up towards the top. Exhale as you bend over towards the other side, capturing your opposite wrist. Take note of how your spine feels, any sensations in your body. The next pose we'll be coming into is child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch your knees out wide and then let your torso melt towards the ground. Relax your elbows onto the earth and let your tailbone melt down towards your heels, letting gravity do most of the heavy work here. Begin to come up into tabletop pose. And then lift your right arm to the sky, and then thread it underneath of your left, coming in to thread the needle pose. Option here to extend through your left arm, feeling a nice stretch into your shoulders. Slowly place your left hand to the earth, bring your right arm back to the sky, and then balance it out back in tabletop. Repeat on the left side, threading the needle under your right arm and then extending through your right hand. And notice how this side might feel a little different. No, that's perfectly okay. And remember to take deep breaths. Place your right hand on the earth. Swing your left arm back up towards the sky and then bring it back down to tabletop. Take a deep inhale as you look up for cow pose, drop your belly. Exhale for cat pose, round the spine. Inhale as you gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, cat. Feel free to take organic movement here. Wiggle your spine, your tailbone, roll your neck around, and get out any of those snap, crackles, and pops. Coming next into puppy pose, begin to walk your hands forward and drop your heart towards the earth. Keep your hips lifted and above your knees. Feel a juicy stretch through your shoulders, a lengthening through your spine, and an opening through your heart space. Take an inhale as you slowly come back up out of puppy pose. Tuck your toes and lift your hips as you come into downward facing dog. Start to bend through one knee at a time, feeling a nice stretch through the backs of your legs, your hamstrings down into your calves. Notice how your spine feels, how your shoulders feel. Really push through your palms into the earth as you feel your heels melting even more down. Begin to hinge forward into high plank pose. Hold here for a breath and then exhale back to downward facing dog. We'll do this a few times just to warm up the spine and the shoulders. Stay here in high plank and then bring your right knee towards your nose, left knee towards your nose. Do this as many times as you can, or option to just do 4. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Drop down to your knees. The next pose we'll be working on is dolphin pose. So come down onto your forearms, making sure that your shoulders stack on top of your elbows and your elbows are in line with your wrists. Tuck your toes and lift your hips to the sky just like you would with down dog. Feel the engagement into your shoulders. And then come back down to your knees. We'll go into this pose one more time. Take an inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips towards the sky. And then challenge yourself to walk your feet in a little closer than you did last time. Next, we'll do a simple low plank hold. Bring your hands together, step back into low plank. And feel the engagement into your arms, into your core, all the way down through your legs and your heels. Take a deep exhale as you slowly lower to the earth. Set yourself up for dolphin pose one more time. And then challenge yourself to walk your feet in towards your body a little more this time. Give a little bend into your knees so that you're not straining into your lower back. And then lower down when you feel ready. Next will be stretching out your neck. So clasp your palms behind you, push your knuckles down towards the earth as you look down, stretching out the back of your neck. Guide both of your palms towards your right hip as you tuck your elbow behind you. Let your head drop over towards the left. As you feel even more of a stretch into your neck and down through your spine. Balance it out by bringing your palms towards your left hip. Tuck your left elbow behind you and then roll your neck towards the right. Take deep, even breaths here. And hold the stretch as long as you feel is necessary. Gently release as you raise your hands towards the sky. Lean over towards your right and then to your left as you take one final check-in with your spine. Next, we'll be moving into the peak pose, which is headstand. And you can always do this up against a wall as well if you're afraid of falling over. So clasp your hands and create a solid base for yourself. You can do this a number of ways, by interlacing your fingers or simply just placing your hand inside the other. And then place the crown of your head in between your forearms to create a solid base. Just like dolphin pose, walk your toes in towards your torso and then kick up through one foot at a time, testing your balance until you can finally push up a little bit and lift both of your feet off of the ground. Option to stay there or lift your toes towards the sky. And keep in mind here that the bulk of my weight is in my forearms. My head is only on the ground to provide more surface area to balance on, and I'm not really putting a lot of weight into my neck. Once you get the hang of balance, you can play around with different shapes using your legs and finding the balance in different postures. When you feel ready, lower yourself to the ground and then gently lift your head off of the ground. Come into a child's pose for a few breaths. Notice any sensations that came up, any feelings or thoughts. Notice how your body feels and your energy levels. Send yourself some gratitude and some love. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm sending you all of my love. Namaste.